So, Peter, I hear that you love to read.
Mm.
What types of books do you like to read?
I like to, I especially like to read fantasy and science fiction books. I love all kinds of reading, but I guess one of my favorite books come from that genre. So I'm really, I really love that kind of book.
So, what's your favorite fantasy genre book?
I think I would, if I had to choose, it would be the Lord of the Ring series. I read it I think I read it back in high school, and it was one of the most gripping, interesting, fascinating stories I've ever read. And I know it's fiction and it's an imagined world, but I think at that time that book was really meaningful to me because it gave me kind of an escape, and I could be busy with this book for weeks and weeks on end. And I actually ended up rereading the book twice or three times, I think, because I just fell in love with the characters and stories of adventure and fun and making friends and going through hardships together. And so it was a really meaningful book for me at the time. And then when the movies came out, of course I went to see them. But somehow it never, although it came close, it kind of never matched up to what I had going in my imagination. And I think because the book was so imaginative, I've kind of fallen in love with reading science fiction and books about possibilities of how life could be, or imaginative lives of people. Yeah, I think that's why I really love that book.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah. How about you? Do you read fiction or science fiction or anything fiction related?
Not really. I tend to like nonfiction
Oh,
books.
okay. Do you have any favorites from the nonfiction
Um,
range of books?
One that I've read recently, well, I like reading nonfiction
Hmm.
because I like to read things that I can learn something from.
Hmm.
So I love to read books on culture and religion and different things.
Okay.
And one of the books I read recently that I really liked was called Spirit of the Rainforest.
Oh.
It was about a tribe out in the Amazon,
Hmm.
and it was told from their perspective. And as like foreigners came in, different anthropologists and their opinion and their views of them and their culture.
Right.
It's really interesting.
Wow, it sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
I've heard that there are tribes that still remain undiscovered in the Amazon, and or they people know about them, but they don't disturb them. Was this one of those examples, or do you think it's
I think
something
so,
different?
yeah. There were a few examples of people, that had come in to sort of study them, but they always seemed to leave. Nobody seemed to stick around.
Right. What was the most interesting part from it for you?
Oh, that would be really difficult to say. I can't think of anything specific at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great.